Hey book club members, how are we doing today? We're ready to get on to chapter 3 of Captain Awesome to the Rescue. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves, because that's what good readers do, so that way we're not lost and confused in our stories. So who remembers what's the character's name? What is the main character's name? It's Eugene, and it's Eugene McGillicuddy. I don't know, I love saying McGillicuddy. It's so fun. Eugene McGillicuddy. Where does this story take place? Where is the setting of the story? Right now, it's at his house, right? His new house. And in any story, just like Jack and Annie, the settings can change throughout the story, right? So right now we're at the part where he's at home in his new home. His family moved, remember? His dad got a new job. And he's also now having to start a brand new school, which he's not too thrilled about and probably pretty nervous, which anybody probably would, right? You'd be pretty nervous too. But he pretends to be a superhero. And what is the one thing that he is missing and can't find? It was his cape. But did he find it? He did. He did actually was able to find his superhero cape. And yesterday we got to learn who one of his supervillains were. Do we remember? It's a funny name. Do you remember who it is? Queen Stinky Pants. Who is Queen Stinky Pants? It's his little sister, right? And his worst fear is her touching his things and drooling on his toys and smelling his room with her stinky diapers. Right? Okay, this is a pretty fun story. All right, chapter 3. Evil wears pink ribbons in its hair. That doesn't look like Queen Stinky Pants. Ring! Ugh! Eugene cried out. The school bell. Was it the first bell or the second bell at Sunnyview Elementary School? Was he on time or later than late? Being late was bad, but being later than late and on the first day at a new school was the worst. Like green bean ice cream covered in broccoli mush sauce. Worse. Ugh, how many of you guys want to try that type of ice cream? Maybe you'd actually eat your vegetables. And just as yucky, Eugene cracked open the door to the school hallway. Hallways were a danger zone where the principal or vice principal patrolled. Means walking up and down and looking at things, right? A duo of doom that would like to lock up a late student in their dungeon of detention. Together they would wait like fury, like spiders hungry for a buzzing late fly with a backpack. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Footsteps echoed down the empty hall. Only a principal would wear shoes that stomped so... ... So I will pause to show you the picture. Is that what principals, is that what Miss Green and Mr. Kitty do? They put you in a spider web if you show up late to school. So loud, or someone wearing bricks on their feet. Oh no, what if the principal's shoes are made of bricks? Eugene gasped. What kind of school is this place? Eugene dove into the nearest classroom to avoid Principal Brickfoot. He ducked as the principal lumbered by. Stomp, 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 echoed down the hall. You'll never catch me, Principal Brickfoot, Eugene chuckled. Can I help you? A voice behind him asked. Eugene spun from the door and faced a teacher. No, he stammered. I was just hiding from Principal Brickfoot. The class laughed. Eugene's fingers dug into his backpack, clutching it tighter to his chest. I'll bet you're Eugene McGillicuddy, Miss Beasley, the teacher said. Eugene gasped. How could she know that? And then he realized the worstest, awfulest truth. She can read minds. Eugene grabbed his head to stop her from sucking more thoughts from his brain. Miss Beasley held up her right hand and the class stopped giggling. Eugene, I have your name on my roll sheet as the new student. Why don't you tell us all about yourself? Eugene looked around, hoping there was another new boy named Eugene standing behind him. He's got his hands covering his head so she can't steal his thoughts. I bet Super Dude never has to stand in front of a class and talk about himself, Eugene thought. I also bet Super Dude doesn't have a brain sucker of a teacher. Ha 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 ha! Meredith Mooney laughed. The new kid is a scaredy pants. Oh, please tell us about your oh so special self, Eugene. Won't you, please? My ears can't wait. Meredith, please be polite, Miss Beasley said. Eugene guessed that Meredith's mother must have tied the pink ribbons in her hair too tight. That would explain a lot about how she was acting. We are all waiting, Eugene, Miss Beasley reminded. Then Eugene realized something more awful than a babysitter with bad breath. There is Meredith Mooney. Her bows. The teacher and Meredith were working together. Like Super Dude always said, oh no. Miss Beasley had to be Miss Beastly. Yet another villain destined to do really bad stuff to the mighty Captain Awesome and the universe. Like give me really hard homework, Eugene realized. Every night, just for fun. Not today, villain. Eugene was on to her secret plan. Miss Beastly wanted him to tell everyone about himself so he'd reveal his secret identity as Captain Awesome. Now, is that true? Or is his imagination having a lot of fun? She was using her evil sidekick, Little Miss Stinky Pinky, to tease him into doing it. Looks like it was time to send evil to bed without its dessert. Miss Beastly and Little Miss Stinky Pinky would be no match for the awesomest power of Captain Awesome. Mighty! So this is what he's wearing at school, right? This is what he's really wearing, but when he looks into the mirror, this is what he sees. And we will have to stop there. How exciting. Okay, so we know it's the first day of school. So far, is he having a pretty smooth, easy, fun day at school? Not really, right? He was trying to hide from the brickfoot principal, wrapping him up in a spider web because he was late, and he's not even sure if he was late. He can't tell. He runs into a classroom to hide. He meets his teacher, but he thinks she's a villain too and trying to read his thoughts and give up his identity. And then we also meet supposedly another villain, Miss Stinky Pinky, this time because of her pink tight bows, who has not been very friendly to him, has she? That's not how we treat our friends, or especially new students, right? They're extra nervous. We should be extra kind and helpful and super sweet, right? All the time. All right, we will read chapter 4 tomorrow. Snack time is over.